seem a little defensive.
Well, it's been a long day. Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
I just want to make sure we consider all our options. Because people that shoot at you usually wind up shooting at me too.
What do we do?
We fight.
There may have been a lot of talk recently about the dawning of DC's extended universe, with Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice and Suicide Squad. But we shouldn't forget that 2016 is set to be a massive year for Marvel too. Not only are we set to see the cinematic debut of Doctor Strange starring Benedict Cumberbatch, as well as another Marvel creation in Deadpool getting his own film, we are on the cusp of experiencing Captain America: Civil War, which looks like it'll be the biggest and most exciting Marvel movie to date. Yes, Tony Stark and Steve Rogers are set to lock horns in spectacular style in Civil War, and we at SquareEyed think it's going to be a big deal. I'm Alison Nichol, and here's 7 reasons why Captain America: Civil War will be the greatest Marvel movie ever. Scott Lang finally got his standalone film with Ant-Man in 2015, and he's set to play an even bigger part in Civil War. Not bigger to the plot necessarily, but bigger physically. Yes, although Ant-Man is the size of, well, an ant in the comics, creator Hank Pym toyed with the shrinking technology enabling Ant-Man to grow to extreme sizes. That's how we get Giant Man, who is rumoured for an appearance in Civil War. It makes sense, as being in Captain America's corner, Scott Lang will need some serious size to take on the likes of Iron Man and War Machine. Again, this is only a rumour, so take it with a pinch of salt, but having Giant Man in the film would significantly add to the fun, don't you think? Perhaps one of the most exciting aspects of Civil War is Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther. Making his MCU debut, Black Panther is rumoured to assist in the hunt for the Winter Soldier. But no matter what he does, it's going to be great seeing him on the big screen. The trailers and promotional art have indeed confirmed that he looks cooler than any other character. And we will reportedly meet Black Panther just as he's assuming the mantle from his father, before the MCU heads down to the fictional kingdom of Wakanda for his solo film in 2018. Of course, he's not the only famous Marvel character to be making his MCU debut in Civil War. That's right, Peter Parker will finally be making his bow in the MCU, which is so relieving after the rather disastrous Amazing Spider-Man movies with Andrew Garfield. Mirroring Luke Skywalker in Star Wars: The Force Awakens, Marvel has excluded Tom Holland's Spider-Man from the trailer, prompting many to speculate how and when exactly he will appear. Latest reports have suggested that he won't appear until the post-credits scene meeting up with Tony Stark, but whatever way he appears, it'll just be great to finally see Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe where he belongs. Another mystery of Civil War is the inclusion of Baron Helmut Zemo, who will feature as one of Captain America's main antagonists. Daniel Brühl is set to portray the famous villain who has been a recurring adversary for Captain America and his allies since the 1970s. One rumour has suggested that Zemo will use the distraction of the superhero Civil War to go about tarnishing Cap's reputation. He will come bearing some major changes, however, with Brühl confirming that he won't be wearing the mask, referring to the purple hood he wears in the comics to cover his mangled face. Considering that, Zemo might be one of the more unsettling characters of Civil War. While The Winter Soldier in 2014 had the distinct feeling of a political thriller to it, directors Anthony and Joe Russo have likened Civil War to a psychological thriller. They based their description on the fact that the movie will see a close group of people divided as the stakes get incredibly high. However, it won't all be doom and gloom, as the Russos also revealed that Civil War will combine its darker psychological leanings with a more comedic tone to give us the best of both worlds. Subgenres aside, if the Russos apply the same sure-handed direction to Civil War as they did Winter Soldier, we're sure it's going to be worth the wait. We don't know the exact nature of Martin Freeman's character in Civil War, but reports indicate that he will play a government interrogator, a role he will apparently reprise in Black Panther. Considering that Civil War is centred around the passing of the Superhuman Registration Act, it would make sense for Freeman to be an everyday agent type, kind of like Agent Coulson from S.H.I.E.L.D., only portrayed in a more antagonistic light. Obviously, the most exciting part of Civil War is the superhero battle itself, pitting Captain America against Iron Man in one of the most highly anticipated on-screen duels in history. Whatever happens, whoever wins, things are set to get extremely emotional, not only because we see two of our favourite Avengers squaring off, but because we might actually witness the death of Captain America, seeing as that's exactly what happens in the comics. It will force several superheroes that have already appeared in the MCU to take sides, and let's not forget, the film has the power to take liberties with the source material, so the outcome may not be as predictable as we think. So there you go, that's Square-Eyed's 7 reasons why Captain America Civil War will be the greatest Marvel movie ever. Make sure to let us know in the comments what you're looking forward to most before checking out our video ranking the most exciting comic book movies of 2016. Remember to subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for more Marvel news, and we'll see you again next time.
Sorry, Tony.
You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice. But he's my friend.
So was I.